Hello, friends. Happy Tarot Readathon. I am joined with my bestie, Erin. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell the people what you're reading?
Hi, friends. I'm Erin.
From?
My channel is Booked and Busy. Yeah. I don't know what I'm reading really. Probably gonna read some of the Raven King, because I started the Alter the Game series.
I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, Aiden was like, "Oh my God, did you marathon the Raven Boys?" And I was like,
I almost just had a full-on cardiac arrest on.
yeah, the same reaction as it.
I could have known.
To the Foxhole Court is called the Raven King.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it really is Raven Boys fanfic.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not far enough in it to say whether or not I think it's actually Raven Boys fanfiction or not, but I mean, it's hilarious that it has the same title, but I guess the Lauren Roberts series did the same thing with the Elsie Silver.
Mm-hmm.
Does the title for Powerless and stuff actually fit for Lauren Roberts?
She is powerless, yes.
Okay, cool. Amazing. So you're going to be reading that. I am going to be trying to finish I Was a Teenage Slasher, which I'm reading it for Summerween, and it fits for the card that I recently pulled, which I can't remember what the card is, but I think the prompt was an unreliable narrator.
Let me tell you, when you were saying I was a teenager, and I was gonna say, Mom, since when? Can you imagine you were hiding a child?
Hiding it, yeah, no. It's actually always so funny because the internet is one of those things, right, where you only know so much about people. And I'm not talking about like friends that you make on the internet, but like watching people. So sometimes someone will pull something out of the woodwork and I'm like, how did I not know this about you?
Me, when Tori, her Instagram post was like, because it was like, tell me about your Kindle. And she was like, oh, it's one of the questions was, tell me your Kindle's name. And she's like, oh, I just call it my Kenny. But then she's like, but I guess his official name is Victoria Second Kindle. And I was like, Victoria?
That is shocking because she's just Tori to me.
Right. You
know? Having dinner and coffee. I'm not passing out in the last hour like yesterday.
Katie just finished Girl Wrong. Did you love it or did you love it?
Who just finished it?
Katie.
Oh. I didn't know we were having sprints tonight. Yeah, sorry. I meant to put it in the Discord channel yesterday, and I thought that I did for some reason, but yesterday was a very hard day for me. I'm so sorry. And I just got off work like an hour ago, but I have a 30-ish minute commute and I had to stop and get gas. So I'm very just like, I'm going with the flow tonight. But let me know what you're reading, if you're reading for the Tarot Readathon, and like what prompts you're reading for. Hi, Jess. Oh, my thing is not doing. Hello, how is everyone? Sorry, I'm going to try to get to comments. So I'm not here forever. I'm really bad about it. I want to read like everyone's comments, but I know it's not possible. Oh no, you're still at work. I'm trying to decide what to read after DNFing Wicked last night. Okay, do you have a list? We love voting here.
We really do.
We really do. Yeah. She's just a girl. I just turned on Lord of the Rings to watch while I recover from outing in the heat. You know what? I love that. I really love that because the heat is kicking my ass this season. Like, I like summer, okay? I'm not a summer hater. Fall is my season, but I'm not a summer hater. I do like it. But for whatever reason, the heat this year is like killing me. Hi, Bree. Pulled the Tower, so I need to read a book about a character going through a major change. So either how to become the Dark Lord and die trying or Night Bitch. Oh,
I feel like Night Bitch is more of the major change.
Yeah, I know. I just got excited because I really want to read How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying, but I do think Night Bitch is probably a bigger change.
I heard the audio for Dark Lord is really good.
Well, Kayla like gave it 5 stars or something. I was so surprised. I just started this too, Katie. So this is making me excited. Other than
And
like
sequel was just announced.
I know. Hello, Robin. Loved it. Loved it. Still chipping away at Mirrored Heavens. I have 20 minutes left of The Girl Next Door, and I am sick to my stomach. Who's this one by? All the titles kind of blur together for me. Hoping to finish these Infinite Threads. That's one of Aaron's favorites.
Loving it.
Gonna read some chapters of The Ever King and switching to The Fragile Enchantment. How are you liking The Ever King? Juniper and Thorn is for the Ace of Swords, a debut novel. Why am I thinking Juniper and Thorn is by
Avery?
Was that her debut novel?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm assuming it's another Juniper and Thorn.
Okay. Reading Cemetery Boys. I really enjoyed Cemetery Boys. Steph, I chose Natural Beauty with my friends for a small 3-person book club, and I think I scarred. I think I scarred Aaron with my Natural Beauty.
Mm-hmm. I definitely look at her now. I'm like, wow, my sweet friend. Not so sweet, I guess.
Does reading taste, like things that you like in books, dictate who you are as a person?
Yes. I was talking about you at work today.
You were? Why?
Yeah. We were talking about like things that make us angry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going somewhere with this, don't. So one of the students was like, it makes me angry when people are like mean to my friends. And I was like, hell yeah, basically. I was like, my friend, her name's Stephanie. And I was like, if you were mean to me or you were mean to Stephanie, I would be more mad that you're mean to Stephanie because she's an angel, like a literal angel. I literally said it to them. I was like, beat you up. Because she's not going to say anything. I will.
Listen. I'm never going to speak up for myself. I did once. I did the other day, so I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, I'm never going to. Laura, it is not too late, actually. You can. It is very Discord based, so I don't know if you use Discord very often, but if you do, let me actually link Noelle and Daijah's. They will be tagged when this is over, but I will link right now the YouTube announcement so that you can get all of the links. So, Aaron, please entertain the people.
With my dancing shoes on. Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to just go from the comments from where you were.
Okay.
Reading Fever Dream by Samantha Schweblin for her, and it's still working. But basking in the glow of being done with the Rainwell Chronicles. Finally. Amelia is 70% into Bride and hoping to finish it tonight. Guardians of Gahul number 2. I used to love the Guardians of Gahul when I was a kid. Those fucking owls, man. I swear to God.
It's just those fucking owls.
I was so invested. I'm telling you. Because, like, I didn't know owls had cults and, like, communities and secret societies. It was a whole thing. I'm reading for King of Cups, but I'm basing it on my Cups power of matching the card. Morgan, you're reading the 5th season or you're recommending books with major changes, perhaps. M Squared logged off work for sprints, priorities, and check, period. Ocean, it's like 30 degrees where you are, 30 degrees Celsius, and I know that's hot for Celsius folk.
Yes.
I've been reading Evocation, but I might also play some Zelda. Evocation is so good. I knew that I loved it, but I didn't realize how much I loved it until I was reviewing it. And I was like, Man, I had a lot to say.
Sorry, before we get further into conversation, do we want to start our sprint at 30? And then what are we feeling? 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 45?
I have an attention span that's this big.
So 40 minutes. Which Zelda are you on, Rose? Reading Noir by for the Four of Cups, a book you didn't know you'd ever read. I want to stick with things on my shelves, so I love that. I'm always trying to read for my shelves. Hello, reading Burning Girls by CJ Tudor. I've heard good things about that. Reading Rhythm of War.
Oh my God. Like, that is a masterpiece of a book. Truly.
Jess, I'm so glad that you're reading Radiance. I'm so glad. I'm finishing up A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I loved that. I'm reading. Did I tell you that the show comes out in August? It doesn't come out this month? Okay.
No, I was lying on Instagram.
Probably. I thought maybe it was one of those things where, like, Netflix usually messes up release dates, as we know from Love is Blind. So I thought maybe that's what was going on. Jessie is churning out those books. Hello, was watching K-pop concert. Almost forgot about this. That is so fun. You know what? Keep watching your K-pop concert. We're boring in comparison.
Period.
I'm tired of sweating. Same. First time being here. Hello. Thanks for joining. What concert are you watching? Hello, I'm reading The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher for the King of Pentacles. I'm still in the prologue, so no. Okay, fair enough. Jack Ketchum, I do not recommend trying.
I know that author. His horror is like extreme.
Really? Would you? Well, you haven't read it yet, but the author from The Black Tongue Thief. Would you read his horror if we like?
I literally have one of his horror books in my cart right now.
Oh, is it for that sale?
It might not be included in the sale, but I really want it.
Mm.
You know how.
Oh, you finished the Legend of Thesmar series and decided now's the time to read.
You are about to go on a journey. Listen, M Squared. Read The Assassin's Blade first. Don't listen to anyone else that tells you to read it later. And
that's our PSA from Booked and Busy.
Period.
Thank you for sponsoring today's content. Mm-hmm. I'm 46% into Part of Your World. Oh, yes. Every time somebody reads Part of Your World, I'm like, man, you are in for a treat. You sweet summer reader. Well, ChatGPT is a liar.
Yeah, their debut was it's the W and the W, but
the Wolf and the Woodsman.
Yes, there we go. I love how we have.
What? Listen, I'm gonna assume your name is Alex. I'm not gonna tell. You don't have to. No one's gonna tell here. However many of us, we're not gonna tell. For all we know, that is their debut. Hi, Marissa. Reading Sense and Sensibility. You spoke up the other day, still wishing they all stubbed their toes every day. The Alchemist for Team Sword. Have you read Nadia Corafor, Erin?
Tomato.
Okay.
And she's an asshole. Like as a person, she's an asshole.
Oh, really? I don't follow. I don't really follow any authors on anything.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't. It's just like her assholery just kept coming up. I'm like,
I felt innocent until I read a hook. I love this. I'm also reading the Djinn Parade on the Purple Line for 3 of Wands. I've never heard of this. Yes, of course. If you have any more questions, just let me know.
Anna, you just finished the series last night. Worry about yourself.
Thanks, God. That makes sense. I just read one of her works that I actually didn't like. Like Thunder was a disappointment for me. I'll be starting the first live ship treatment book. Okay, wait. Did you read the Farseer trilogy already? I hope that you did. I hope that you did. I've been reading Guardian. Here's my favorite as a kid. 45, 45, 45. Jonathan.
I also was like, when you said 30, I was like, oh, shit, okay.
45. Hello. Oh, because it's a long time away. I know it takes me forever to get through comments. Okay.
No, that's something to say for being realistic, you know?
Instead of just being like, oh, never mind, we'll get to the next one. I was like, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm on both Zelda games because I don't want Breath of the Wild to end. I feel that. Did you ever beat Breath of the Wild, Aaron?
No.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I like the thing about Breath of the Wild that I love and hate is that it's open world. So like if you put it down for a little bit, it's very hard to remember where you are in like the main story and pick it back up. Because it's like I could just walk around forever. What's my actual task?
I do. The fun thing is that I do think, at least for me, with Breath of the Wild, is that you could have like a million quests going on and you don't have to follow the main plot line because like all the like random little characters and villages and stuff need things from you. But the main plot doesn't last very long. I mean, it lasts longer in the new game, but it doesn't last very long if you were just doing the plot.
Like I'd beaten 3 of the 4 things, and honestly, half of that is on accident.
So you're literally like more than halfway done with the game at that point.
Yeah, but I just don't know where to pick back up. So I just
kill the 4th one.
Yeah, but you know, you have to do things to get there. And I'm like, I don't even know where he is. You know? Like when you follow the story, it leads you to them.
Wait, where are you at? Which 4 or 3 have you killed?
I killed the bird.
Uh-huh.
I killed the bird. I killed the guy. This is so helpful.
Okay, there's an elephant, a llama, a bird, and a lizard.
I know I got the elephant and I got the bird. Okay. Llama and lizard. I feel like I don't remember seeing
one's in the desert, one's in like the volcanic area.
I got the desert one.
Okay, so then you will just go to the volcano area.
Yeah, but I'm so rusty. I gotta build my skills back up so I can beat them.
Okay. Thank you, Morgan. Reading the last 100 pages of This Fucking Kingdom. Hello, Ron.
When are you gonna read it?
Okay, we don't need to call me out. First off, I have to finish Lady of Darkness.
Because I told you not even to read that. So
okay, so maybe I'll just reintroduce the vlog that I was doing. Because I was gonna finish the what is the actual series called? Black Sun series.
What if you didn't?
Oh my god. Does anyone have a rec for a book with magical realism, specifically romance free and character driven?
Maybe Gabriel Garcia Marquez. What is that book called? Not 100 Years of Solitude.
100 Years of Solitude?
They said romance free.
Hello.
And character driven. So I went back to the beginning.
Yeah, you're right, John. It was. No one knows. The first time here, welcome. Hello. I'm reading Glow of the Ever Flame, and I'm obsessed. Yes. Obsessed.
Girl, look.
MVP is the lot of you. Team Wands, yes. Represent Team Wands. Who's here for Team Wands? Not that I care. Oh, you know what? Jared loves this book. Jared's my partner. I'm realizing that there's so many people here who probably have no idea who I am.
They don't know lore.
Jared is my partner, and he loves books like this. So this is one of his favorites. And when him and I were first dating, I was like, I'm gonna read this because I want to know. You know, when you're like dating somebody and you just want to know the things that they like. So I actually read this, and it was pretty good. It was very much. That's how I started loving Mary Oliver, because that's who Olive is named after.
Aw.
Yeah. We should buddy read Fitz and the Fool. Okay.
The thing about me is once I start reading Robin Hobb, it's full steam until I go through the whole trilogy or whatever.
Are you kidding? It's a yeah, for real. Oh, I'm realizing you're saying yes that you did read the Farseer trilogy. I hope that you loved it.
Yeah.
But also suffering. Hello, Tamila. I'm participating in a readathon where it's one Hobb book every 2 months. It's called Fitzlong, hosted by Literary Diversion. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out. I love watching live shows where people read this for the first time. We just finished Assassin's Quest in June. That is so exciting. I'm so excited for your journey. I'm gonna get to Hobb one day. I haven't started Ass App. Jess, I'm so curious. I love it because you have such strong opinions about things. I'm so curious how you're gonna feel about it. I asked my deck if it would help me with the readathon, and it said, take it easy with all the readings you have. That's fair. I'm kind of the same with Breath of the Wild because I'm like, okay, it's been 8 months since I touched this game. What am I doing?
My favorite game ever, and like the only game I've ever beaten, is Final Fantasy 12. Or is it 15?
Oh, that one. Oh, I love Final Fantasy. I was just told recently that I should play the newest one because it's like, I guess it's so similar to that one.
It's so fun. Like, it's so much fun. There's so much adventure. There's so many different storylines, so many different quests. And I love how you like pick up characters as you go along and you get your little group together. And like, oh, it's just so fun.
I love it. You should start with the Farseer trilogy, which is in publication order. So the first one is Assassin's Apprentice, and you should just read in publication order from there. And I hope that you love it. I really do. And if you don't, just don't tell me. Oh my god, that's really exciting. What color did you get, Money? Gotta take my 2-year-old daughter to dance in the rain. Aw, this is really cute. Start with, yep, you got it. You got it. I'm invested in Aaron's progress. I haven't beat any of the llama or birds or anybody in Breath of the Wild. I've just been getting beat. Every giant big goblin, man.
You getting beat around every corner.
Okay, Rachel, just go to the Zora area, and that will help you get on the path to like just do that. You have to start with Elephant. It's the easiest one. I'm finishing this Woven Kingdom tonight. Beyond the Earth and Sky, some shit like that. Yes. That's got romance. 1,000 Years of Solitude?
Yeah, but even if it does, it's not like romance. It's like mom and dad got together and they birthed 3 generations of this family, and they hated each other and their turmoil. They didn't even speak the same language, but every day Pop went out to work and Mom filled at the mill.
Okay. Katie, do you like listening to audiobooks at all? Because if you do, you should check if your library has Hoopla, because the Farseer trilogy is on Hoopla.
Also, if you have Audible, it's included in Audible Premium.
I never pay attention to what's on Audible. Well, I don't really love Audible, but I love that you always know.
Oh yeah, I'm always in there like, what's free?
Assassin's Blade, here I come.
You'll thank me later.
T1's character-driven magical realism wreck Sharks in the Time of Saving. Oh,
I have that one.
You too. Team Wands. I'm loving Tao Bauer. Oh yeah, I'm a marathoner too.
The Farseer trilogy is one of 2 series where I gave every book in the series 5 stars. You wouldn't believe what the other one is.
I did hate a Hob character.
It better not be Birch.
Oh, a lot of people do like Birch, or a lot of people do dislike Birch.
How?
I don't know. I only know that because of like listening, or not listening, but reading like Discord stuff about series.
You know what we should do? We should start a podcast. We should start a Farseer or Realm of the Elderlings read along podcast called Two Girls, Two Idiots Saying Exactly.
It's so real. I literally was just talking about that today at work, where I was like telling my coworker Bree, you know what my whole life is? Just having relationships with women where we're both delusional and just go, exactly this. Exactly. And I was like, my best friend Erin and I are the worst.
Right. Oh yeah. Come on. Wow. Great idea. That's my great idea for the day.
You're tapped out after that.
Hell yeah.
I prefer Final Fantasy X. I never know what people are.
Is the person that they hate.
It is
Part of the pack?
The People of Paper could be a good magical realism pick. I can't remember if it's romance. Hoping to finish Born into this. I'm highly enjoying it. Think it will be 5 stars. That's amazing, Emily. Welcome. I know some people hate him too, so not that unpopular. I was scared you'd say Night Eyes or The Fool. If it was The Fool, I would have thrown up on camera. I love The Fool and Night Eyes. I've been a publication order girly ever since someone told me the publisher reordered the Narnia series. Yeah, I don't understand that. Every time, because I work at a library, every time somebody asks me for the Chronicles of Narnia, I have to like backtrack and be like, wait, which one do you actually want? I'm not good at games.
Me either, honestly.
That's so cute. I like them, but I'm bad. The who? Zora domain. The Zora domain. Okay, it's 30. Let me get up and.
Yeah, that came quick.
You guys were hating on me for that. Here we are. I want to use Elizabeth from Museum Grack. She's another host. She did like a tarot ambient room. Oh my gosh. I thought
my brain is short circuiting right now.
Why? What happened?
Because I had 4 of a thing in mind, but I can't remember what the 4th thing was. Oh, I remember. Look at that.
Why am I blanking on? Anyway, we'll just get into the sprint. Sorry, everyone. I'll get up the ambient room in a second. But we will be back in 40 minutes. Welcome back, readers. How did your sprints go?
It was so fun listening to the bubble guts.
It was really giving bubble gut.
Like, damn, what'd you eat?
Imagine I just forgot to mute.
I just DoorDashed you a snack. Like, maybe you should eat it.
I hate when YouTube, like, there isn't ads on a video, but then YouTube just like adds in. You know what I mean? Hate it.
Oh yeah.
Good evening. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hello. I'm reading The Good, the Bad, and the Aunties. That sounds
Another Dressy Q Sutanto.
bouncing between that and editing. Okay. Hello. Hello from Butt Nowhere. Hello, how's it going? Just finished in If This Is Love by Joel E. Ant and listening to The Wife Who Knew Too Much by Michelle Campbell for the Signifier channel.
That sounds like somebody that's gonna get killed.
I know. Hi, Tammy. If you're still here, what are you reading? How are you doing? 5 stars for This Is Love reminded me of Binding 13. You haven't read that, have you?
It's on my CBR. I feel like it's gonna fuck me up, but maybe in a fun way or in a good way.
Hello, Emily. Shower and finish horror movie. How are you liking horror movie?
I DNF'd it earlier.
Does that actually work on YouTube?
I mean, I personally wouldn't do it just because if you're blocking ads, the creator isn't getting paid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, Zelly. DM's on my nerves.
If she ain't gonna get off.
Just wait. Just wait.
Never.
Yeah. How are you? Logged in my points and taking a short break. Yes, take a little break. Hello, Gabby. I snuck in for 5 minutes of reading and have to leave again. Okay, bye. Still reading Foxhole Court. Tracy, hello, T1s. I finished A Lady for a Duke. How did you like it? The bubbles and page turning took me out. About 30 pages into Night Witch, and I have thoughts. As just predict and reinforcing that I don't want kids. I'm also listening to Wordflut as my workout audiobook, and there's similar discussion of regarding language that don't exist for men.
Working up to nonfiction, you are like super fucking human.
Especially, yeah. I don't know that I could work out to a nonfiction book.
I need something intense, something angry, something, like listen to a thriller or horror, like the end part while you run on the treadmill or something.
Oh. Hello, Ray. How's it going? Thanks for making it. I made dinner and finished The Girl Next Door, and now I'm just sitting here.
Dinner.
Yeah, what's for dinner? I read like 2 chapters and folded some clothes. That's productive. Read some pages, but got distracted by watching a baby bunny in my yard. Oh my
God. Precious.
Erin, what are you reading?
I'm reading The Raven King by Nora Sakovic, the second book in the Foxhole Court series, which is called Off the Game.
10 years later, we're finally getting to it, Exactly 50 pages left. That is incredible. I'm reading Backwards in Heels. It's very interesting. It's about women in filmmaking. I really love the one thing about public reading sprints is that like you get to hear about all of these books that I've never heard of before. And I'm always like writing things down, even though will I ever get to my endless TBR? No. But that's okay. Started Guardians of Gahul, number 2. I'm 14 pages in, so don't remember if we ever got an explanation for Miss Plithver's plot of prejudices towards species that aren't owls. Do you remember?
Girl, I read that.
You have a still shot memory. No. The heat knocked me out. I felt like, good, you needed a nap. You needed it. I DNF'd horror movie like 30 pages in, bored as fuck. I have a like very, I guess not even like a hit or miss relationship with Paul Tremblay, because I read one book and it was enjoyable, and everything else I tried to read by him I've DNF'd.
What I will say is like the audio book itself is amazing.
For horror.
10. Yeah, like it's almost like you're watching a movie being made, because there'll be inserts when they're reading the script where they'll mess up their lines and do it again. And when they're doing like the table read, you'll hear like the pages turn. You'll hear them like setting up the scene what they're just trying to do, and then it'll switch back and forth from like the script of the movie being filmed and then like them filming the movie. And it's like it has like sound effects, the transition. It's an excellent audiobook. Production 10 out of 10.
Emily's enjoying it though. That's good.
It's not bad. And I didn't DNF because I was bad. I DNF because I didn't care. Like I didn't care what was going on. And I'm like, even though I only would have to listen for like an hour and a half maybe to finish it, I could do literally anything else.
About to start The Paradise Problem by Christine Locke. I have not read anything by them before. I feel like the one that I would want to read is it Love and Other Stories, I think, is the one that I feel like I would really like. But I do want to read something by them because they're so popular. I've got like 30 pages left of Fever Dream, so I think I'll finish that up ASAP. I hope that you love it. Oh no, I'm 70% in and absolutely obsessed. Book 2 is definitely better than book 1. No, book 2 is definitely the star of the show within that series so far. Book 3 is good. I just started getting even more irritated with DM. So there's that. Anna, I already tried.
Anna's so messy.
I know. Hi, Ashley. 2 of my faves. I'm reading Asher Parker Doesn't Fail and not having the best time.
You got so excited.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hopefully it turns around for you. Is it because of Astrid? Because I can see that. Reading the Final Girl support group and Lynette is irking me. Oh, I didn't know so fast.
Oh, I hated that book. I hated that book. Like,
you liked anything by Grady Hendrix? Oh, you like the
Southern? Loved Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampires. Loved it. One of my favorite, probably like my second favorite horror book of all time.
I really do need to read that one. I'm just nervous because I DNF'd this one, and I DNF'd the How to Sell a Haunted House.
That was 1 star. So even what you're saying, I do think you'll like Southern Book Club. It's so good. Like, it's actually horrifying.
Okay. I know Jared loved it too, but Jared is a lot easier to, well, I don't know if he's easier to please with horror, but he just like, he's loved Grady Hendrix, but he did hate How to Sell a Haunted House, which gave me.
That is like, honestly, one of the worst books ever printed on paper. But Southern Book Club, like, it's unsettling. It's unsettling. And like, there are so many horrors. Like, there is the horror of the vampire, but then there's also the horror of men, and like men coming into women's spaces and ruining it.
That'll get you.
Literally, I had it out for the husbands. I was like, yeah, the vampire is bad, but the husbands are worse. The husbands are the number one horror in this story.
Okay, you're really selling it to me. Okay.
It's really atmospheric.
Is the audiobook good, or did you write
it? I read it physically, but I've heard great things about the audiobook. And like, it takes place in the South, so I feel like it probably has like a Southern narration, which I always enjoy as a Southerner. Mm-hmm. And it's not a horror book where it only gets horrifying at the end. There's a scene with some rats. Yo.
I already got the chills, and I don't even know what it's about.
No, the rats.
Ugh. Ugh. I love this. Didn't read. That's okay. I didn't read Talk to My Child. Veronica, how did I not know you had a child?
Yeah, he's like 17. I think. He's like a big kid.
Oh my gosh. I can't do normal audiobooks. It needs to be a memoir or interesting nonfiction narrated by author. Otherwise, it's just weird to me.
Okay, so it's not narrated by the author, but if you want interesting nonfiction, read Eric Larson. His nonfiction is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Literally.
I read, that was another book that Jared, I read because of Jared, was Devil in the White City.
I didn't know you read that.
Yeah, I loved it.
That was my first Eric Larson. 5 stars. I was like, damn, what happened next? Every other chapter, I'm like Googling.
Well, and also what's so funny about it is that book is obviously about the first ever serial killer, but the way that he talks about architecture, I was like,
wow. I've never been interested in architecture, but I was like, y'all were building the fuck out of that building.
I was like, this is riveting.
Man, I like reading and learning about wars and things. Like I was a political science history major, so duh. And in 2022, I read his book about Churchill and like the World War. It was, oh my God, it was so good. I was literally like, Winston did what? Come on now. Like,
you know what we should buddy read? It's not Eric Larson, but I have it. I have the audiobook and I really want to read it, is The Wager.
I did have The Wager.
Oh, okay.
I see he was trying to get his Eric Larson on. Okay. But I think I got like 30% into it and I wasn't feeling it. But everyone says it's so good. So I'm just like, I also have Killers of the Flower Moon by that author, which is the one that the Osage murders.
I read that one.
How'd you like that?
It's so hard.
Okay, that was all I needed to know.
No, it's just hard because the way the book was, the way that I had the understanding of the book, I don't know. It's hard for me when a white person is trying to write specific experiences. So that's what I struggled a bit with. And it's the same thing with like Highway of Tears. When I bought that book, I didn't realize that the author was white. But she puts an author's note in there. And there's like an introduction about all of the research that she did and like who she talked to and blah, blah, blah. But it's not like when you read something like Seven Fallen Feathers, which is by an Indigenous reporter. She's a news reporter and like she started focusing on her community. And I don't know, it was just that book has stuck with me so deeply. Like I think about it all the time. So I don't know. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard.
I prefer my nonfiction to be about like events.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm.
That way it's like, I can just kind of enjoy this and not be horrified by humanity.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I wouldn't read that book. Any of the ones that I said, because I'm
familiar. I haven't read it, but a friend of mine read Seven Fallen Feathers, and like the ending, I was like, I'm not even reading this, and that fucked me up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't. It's a sad one. That one made me cry a lot. I don't think I read for a little while after that because I was like, how do I read something after like learning all of this? And you don't get any resolution, so. Hello, Robin's Reflection. I like your name. I've never done these before. The piano music was soothing. Even got some chapters in. Amazing. We normally just chat for a little while and then we're doing 40-minute sprints right now. So we'll probably do 2 more 40-minute sprints and then call it a day because I know it's a work day. So yeah.
If you want more narrative nonfiction and you are interested in finance and financial crimes, Red Notice by Bill Bryce. Is it Bill Bryce? Something like that. But it's called Red Notice. And it's a guy on Wall Street who got like the Russian finance industry. And yeah.
Yeah.
It is M squared.
That is good. It's gonna punch you right in the tits. Yeah. Right in the titties.
Have you read Braiding Sweetgrass?
No, funny enough, I have read her other one, the Moss one.
We could better read that. I have that on the TBR.
Yeah, but I do really want to read Braiding Sweetgrass. So, and the audiobook is on Hoopla.
I bought the audiobook in like one of them Audible sales a million years ago.
Okay. Just finished with Love and Kingdom. Now I can't decide. What did you think of it?
Yeah. I mean, I really liked it because you are talking about reading the second book, but whose team are you on?
All for the Game series, emotionally devastating, but so worth it.
I just need somebody to kiss. I really need somebody to kiss. There's so much tension. There's so much homoerotic yearning. Kiss.
Kiss. Yes, you're reading very long, but might get into Natural Beauty. I was listening to Memory Keeper by Kaiv while I had to adult, but now I can get to bed and continue Spark of the Everflow. Oh yeah, I forgot Robin picked it up.
Hey.
I told her that she needs to marathon it. Is a blind nest-made snake. She slings in universe slurs to birds that aren't owls. She calls them wet poopers. What?
What a sentence.
Could you imagine just calling anyone a wet pooper?
Can you imagine being racist against a different species? Like, you're not even.
I just think about like, you know that commercial where she's like, "You lit liquor."
Oh, you know, I love that Orbit commercial.
You wet pooper. The Paradise Problem was so good. 5 stars. Where I can dip my toes into horror. I picked up Out There Screaming, thinking an anthology would be a good place to start, but Kayla and Aaron's live show made me rethink my life choices. It's hard because I kind of just like threw myself into it, I feel. Because the 2 horror books that like got me into horror were The Only Good Indians and then The Good House, which I don't necessarily think are the best places to start, but I think it depends on what you like. If you like weird girl or weird horror, like I think there's a lot of places to dip your toes in with that. But like if you want straight up like murderous horror, that's a little bit different.
I would recommend one or two things. I actually think Grady Hendrix is a perfect beginner horror author. It's kind of campy, but also I think that Rachel Harrison does like some campy horror, or like The September House by whatever the lead name is, are good places to start because it's like it is horrifying, but like the tone is a lot lighter, so you can kind of ease in. I kind of threw myself into the deep end with horror.
Yeah.
Like I read Catherine House, which isn't quite horror, but then I just read House of Leaves in one sitting. And that was my introduction to reading horror.
Your story updates for that were hilarious.
I sometimes they were reading for 3 months. I'm like, I can't imagine being in that space for 3 months. Like, one night was all I had.
So bad. Oh my god, the rat.
T. Kingfish is another good place. I would recommend What Moves the Dead specifically. That was an awesome horror.
Oh yes, I loved that one. Yeah.
Or I didn't love it, but I think it's a good beginner. Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who like when they're jumping into horror, they end up liking Mexican Gothic a lot, which was my case. Like when I first read it, I think it had only been like my 3rd horror that I had read, and I had a lot of fun with it. But looking back now, I don't think I would like it based on how my horror taste has changed. 19.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, they are pretty sweet, actually.
What?
Have you ever seen videos of them? They're like very loving, like domesticated ones.
We are anti-rat family.
Okay.
I couldn't even have a hamster because they were in the same family as rats.
Joni always putting her photos.
I was like, I don't want you to invite the rat family into my house. No. My
IQ dropped. What is it?
Don't trust Anna.
Yeah, submit it. DNF it, submit it, move on. Southern Books Club takes things so a lot of people are freaked out by rats, bugs, the dark, and maxes them up to 11. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's Grady Hendrix's best work on this. I haven't even read anything, but I really do think it's universally his best. Like, I need that man back. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's so good.
They're genuinely speaking, super empathetic. You could read A Treacherous Curse. What is this? Why am I
Veronica Speedwell book 2?
Oh, as a summer ween book? No, she's reading Vera Wong with me.
Child, I literally had to make a disclaimer in my Instagram, in my Patreon post, no campaigning, Anna, in all caps.
It was just all right for me, dog.
I think if you're going into it for H.H. Holmes, it's not good. If you're just going, but when it was pitched to me, it was pitched that it's about the Chicago State Fair, and also how a serial killer used that as a cover. So I knew going in that it was about the state fair, and this was just something that happened alongside the state fair.
I think that's how Jared told me to like go into it too, because I remember being surprised at how much we did get of H.H. Holmes, only because I didn't think we would be getting as much as we did. Did you read Deadwake?
I haven't. I've only read the Churchill one, which is The Splendid and the Vile, and I've read Devil in the White City. I'm about to read The Demon of Unrest, his new book. But yeah.
I love the idea that it's a movie and a book. Empire of Pain, I do own that one. Is also a good nonfiction author. Haven't read.
Actually, and going.
Jordan, not so much. Okay. Yeah, Delilah Green it remains my favorite. I will say I was disappointed by the last one, Iris Kelly. When I do read nonfiction, it tends to be educational or about specific events or accomplishments. That makes sense. I know a lot of people, I'm surprised at how much like memoirs do get read on BookTube, because I feel like the majority of people don't, like outside of celebrity memoirs, I think the majority of people like reading about events rather than like people they don't really know. But I love memoir. But I think it's because I'm nosy.
I gotta really like you or be really intrigued by you to read a memoir, because honestly, I really don't give a fuck. Because like it's really just somebody telling you about themselves for a long ass time, and like I don't know you, I don't care.
Nonfiction is my fave genre. I'm Mel J7 on the Discord if you want a personalized track. Are you on Team Wands, Mel? Or I guess there's a general chat, never mind. No Visible Bruises is the last nonfiction audio I read. It's scary but good about domestic abuse. I don't know if I could read that, but I bet it's good.
Like I still haven't even read I'm Glad My Mom Did.
I don't know if like there are certain celebrity memoirs that like are intriguing, but I doubt that I would ever read. And one is that one, and then like the Britney Spears one. Because I
haven't even read Becoming.
Oh, I did read Becoming. That was a really good audio.
I'm just not a big memoir girl. I don't know you. I don't care.
Yeah. You interviewed the author 3 times. And it's probably on your channel. I feel like I do remember one of the times that you interviewed Bree. That's amazing.
I've heard really great things about that book.
Even though it was 3.5 hours long, I liked the movie version a lot more. 3.5 hour movie.
I don't have enough attention span.
Yes,
that's the last celebrity memoir I read. Will Smith's book is amazing.
Oh, I do remember you talking about that.
It was one of my favorite books of that year. It was so good. But like I grew up with Will Smith, so of course,
yeah,
I would read his memoir.
I have heard that the movie is a really great production. Braiding Sweetgrass is so beautiful and tender and absolutely fucking heartbreaking. Probably my favorite of all time. Okay, you really sold this.
Heartbreaking? Hell yeah!
You sold this.
Hell yeah!
I can tell book and page number of first kiss. Oh. I've heard nothing but good things about Braiding Sweetgrass. I don't know. I read Killers of the Flower Moon and it was so damn depressing I couldn't watch the movie. Bloom.
Also, like I really enjoy Eric LaRocca because I often find it very disgusting, and I often have like very visceral reactions to it. Like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, things have gotten worse since we last spoke. It was so crazy. Why are you going this far? I was joking.
God, I wish. I think about it from time to time, like how disgusting.
Imagine a disgusting, horrifying person being horrified by you. What?
You know that you fucked up. That's when you know you fucked up.
But also, if you didn't mean it, why would you say it?
Well, okay, it's like the way that it starts, the contract and everything. I was like, okay, I don't know about all this. And then it just progressively kept getting worse. And I was like, the title is not lying. It's not lying. I've been meaning to pick up House of Leaves. I don't know if I'll ever actually.
I love House of Leaves. It's an experience for sure.
Is hell.
I thought you were saying it's hell.
I did read it as the book is called Hell and then followed by With Us. And then I realized it's actually one long title. So that's just me not being able to read. If you have any horror recs for murder, unreliable / unstable main character, and queer, bonus for queer cannibals. Bloom, baby. Bloom. Bloom. It'll give you everything. It'll give you everything. Well, I mean, Eric LaRocca.
Also the Eric LaRocca.
Also queer. Does anyone know gothic horror that's good? Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of gothic, honestly.
Huh?
I'm not the biggest fan of gothic.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, gothic horror, if you already don't think it's good, I don't know if you're going to find one that you like, because it all follows kind of the same. Have you read The Hacienda, Anna? Like, maybe try that one. It was so good, but also has a lot of religious stuff / trauma. Ooh, I might check that out. I actually really like horror that has religious elements in it. I liken horror to romance, where horror and romance like are so specific in terms of like tropes that you like. So if you have very specific tropes or things that you absolutely hate in tropes, then like it's not going to work for you, or it is going to work for you. I feel like horror and romance are the two genres that I've read where tropes can make or break a book. So it's all very dependent on that. Rachel Harrison is on thin ice with me, but I could see her stuff as beginning horror. Yeah, I haven't liked what I've read from her, really. But I can see why it works for people. I think out there is so weird. It is. The Year of the Witching was my first horror. Oh, The Year of the Witching was so good. I loved The Year of the Witching. I've only read T. Kingfisher's fantasy. I'll read her horror. Yeah, you should try it out. What Moves the Dead was very good. Oh, Comfort Me with Apples. That one. Yeah, if you don't know what the twist of Comfort Me with Apples is, like some people were talking about how they picked it up really quickly, which I can see. But if you don't, I think you will have a really good time with it. Or try a thriller to ease yourself in. My cats are making weird noises. I'm going to have to check on that in a minute. We'll start our next sprint actually at 45. I started horror with Darcy Coates and fell in love. Oh, yeah, because she's like a cozy horror. Them NYC subway rats hit different. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine. I also enjoyed A House with Good Bones. I haven't read that one yet. Finished Mexican Gothic and was like, what the heck was that? I thought you'd approve my rec. Mm-hmm. I'm still haunted by the rat scene in Southern Book Club. I want to know that rec Anna. It's Veronica Speedwell. All I remember about Devil in the White City is what a claustrophobic getting to that fair would be. I've literally never read Grady Hendrix. Maybe try. Back from Toddler Rain Dancing. How was it? I remember starting Devil in the White City and don't remember if I finished it. That's not a good sign. Anna has special skills of campaigning hard, even for books she's never read. Amen. I thought it would be a better balance. I see. Finish editing. Congrats. 75% editing in another video. You're killing it. Rose, do you like good banter and slow burn? Then you might like it. That's why Anana's my twin, truly. Dead Wake is amazing. My favorite nonfiction non-memoir is The Rager. The Wager. Yeah, I have the audio. I really want to read it. It's by the author of Killer of the Flower Moon. Hello. No one can see. No one has ever seen y'all in the same room. Love a celeb memoir. I guess I thought that I would, but I don't. Like, I'm not saying I don't, because I did like the I'm not saying that I always don't, because I did like Page Boy, but it also wasn't like my favorite memoir that I've ever read. Like, my favorite memoir to this day, my two favorite memoirs to this day are Heavy and A Mind Spread Out on the Floor, which is like short stories, but it's technically a memoir. And then I guess the celebrity memoir that got me was Crying in H Mart, but that was for a very different reason. Will Smith's book was amazing. Paris Hilton's recent memoir is really good. I did hear that, actually. Running Adventure Nature ones, and then everything Nora McClurney has written. You were like Jared. He loves nature memoirs. I love memoirs. I read Patti Smith's. I do want to read that because I hear such amazing things about Just Kids. So you put this back on my radar. Okay. I didn't even know much beyond her name going in. Okay. I love celebrity memoirs. Jennifer Lewis, Mother of Black Hollywood, was so good. I need to read Will's. Brittany's is good too. I don't know. I've been avoiding it. I read Will's memoir and immediately the Jada one, an experience. I'll never get over Will and Jada's relationship. Becoming was so good. I agree, though. I'm not generally into memoirs. I have to really be interested in the person. I love a memoir. I really do. I don't even care if I've never seen this person a day in my life. I'll read it. Whoopi Goldberg and didn't love it. I didn't actually know she had a memoir. Agree. I love Eric LaRocca. I'm confused, disgusted, and intrigued at the same time. That is like the perfect description. I remember I finished Things Have Gotten Worse and I shut it and I was like, I think I hate this book. I'm not a huge fan of nonfiction, but fictional memoirs I absolutely love. Don't know why. Maybe because they tend to have more focus on passing a message. Maybe so. I read a lot of celebrity memoirs, but I don't always love them. Sharon Stone was born. Yeah, I think that's my problem, is that a lot of times, like, I want to love a celebrity memoir, and I wanted to, like, love Page Boy, and I really did like it, but I don't know. I didn't love it the way that I thought I would. I've heard the Matthew Perry book is actually really good. I binged the series in a week. Best slow burn. Oh, the Veronica Speedwell. Did you DNF it, Danny? We've Always Lived in the Castle is underrated. Weird girl horror. I have that on my TBR. I actually have that on my TBR and I want to try. I actually just recently finished The Fall of House Usher, which I had a really good time. I have to say it. Okay, so we're at 5:45, so we're gonna go into our next sprint. Sorry I didn't get to all the comments, but we'll be sprinting for another 40 minutes. Erin, you'll be eating dinner, I imagine. Oh, oh, the lemon lime, my favorite. Watermelon lime, the other favorite. Amazing. Okay, let's sprint, friends. Happy reading. Hello, welcome back. You're gonna be hearing the chaos of my cats because it's almost dinner time, and they're just rude and loud.
The
Um,
way we don't even want the sprint to be over because I'm at a really good part in my book.
well, I almost kept going because I only have 5 minutes of my book left.
Which one?
I was the teenage slasher.
How are you liking it? How does it compare to his other stuff?
Well, the thing is, I have read The Only Good Indians, Mapping the Interior. I ended up DNFing My Heart is a Chainsaw just because I wasn't like vibing with the first couple of chapters writing wise. And then I also DNF'd Mongrels, but I think it was just because at the time I had been reading so much horror and thrillers that sometimes I just like need a break from it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go back to that one. So all I can say is that I feel if you didn't vibe with My Heart is a Chainsaw, you'll probably like this one. But I still think it's only like a 3 stars for me. And a big part of that is because I can't watch horror. So like slasher stuff doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know all of the references. And a lot of his like slasher final girl stuff is heavily like reference based. So I feel kind of out of the loop of what's going on. But I do think it's really interesting because we're like in the head of a teenage slasher. And the story went into an unexpected place. Like I just thought he was going to be a serial killer, like something made him snap, but it's like a whole different kind of like final girl type story.
Okay. Well, I do have the audiobook for free from Libro, so maybe I'll give it a shot. But if it was anything like my heart is chainsaw, that little bit that I read was horrible. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this.
I don't remember. I can say that I don't think the writing is similar at all for those two.
Good.
Hello, Becca. How you doing? I know you're probably already gone, Jess, but good night. Hello, Vanessa. How's it going? You're reading Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. How are you liking that? I really want to read an Ashley Winstead. Finally, I have 2 of her books and I still haven't read it. 16 pages left. Brethren, what even is Juniper and Thorn? Such a weird book. I have not read Juniper and Thorn, but I hear people have like pretty polarizing thoughts on this one.
Girl.
Huh?
Ava is weird. All of her stuff is a little strange.
Hello, Aiden. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? Joined late and started Can't Spell Treason Without Tea and got 23 pages in. Is that a lot like Legends and Lattes? Let us know. I've heard it is. If I ate dinner, what was for dinner? 80% into Bride. Are you having fun? Made dinner and read about 30 pages. How much further do you have, Emily?
Are you having fun or not?
She's liking it, or she was.
Or not?
Hold on. I think, did I listen to it on Everand or did I listen to it on Hoopla?
Yes, Steph. Where'd you listen?
What did I do?
Huh?
Huh? How far are you into your book?
19%.
Okay.
I need to kiss so bad. Even if I don't kiss, I could just hug. A hug would really take me far. Honestly.
A light touch.
Takes me very far right now.
A light touch, a little ankle action.
If he his ankle, he would probably just break it. So
Morgan, it is on Hoopla. So if your library has Hoopla and they get the package that has like majority audiobooks and ebooks and stuff, you probably have it. So Hope that helps. Hope that helps. XOXO.
Also, shameless Hoopla plug. If you have Hoopla, you can watch Interview with the Vampire for free without having AMC subscription. And Empire with the Vampire is honestly one of the best shows on TV right
now. I don't know if it's on Canopy as well, but a lot of libraries subscribe to Canopy, which is basically a Netflix type service through the library, but I don't know what their full selection is on there. I know Hoopla usually has like a pretty good and up-to-date selection with their television. Took a nice long nap.
And read a good book in my dreams.
And you read good books day to day.
Right?
Happy Monday, Rin. How are you? Happy birthday. How's your birthday going?
Not to be confused with my girl, Maggie.
I love Juniper and Thorn and love how weird it was. Yeah, I've seen like very polarizing reviews where people like love it or they hate it and DNF'd it. I have not read that. I read The Wolf and the Woodsman and I didn't really like it. And then I read, tried to read A Study in Drowning and I ended up DNFing that one. You finished Warbreaker earlier today. What did you give it?
Yeah.
Once I get further in, I will advise. Thank you for your service. I ate this Vietnamese shrimp noodle soup. That sounds delicious. I really fuck with shrimp, okay? Like, I love a shrimp.
What do you need to say?
I'm editing a video tonight. I have a vlog for the first week of the readathon, and then I'm going to read some of the secret history of Twin Peaks. I'm so excited for your vlog. Once I finish my book, I'm actually going to be editing for the rest of the night as well. I can say with confidence I'm having fun with Bride. At 9%, I was having a horrible time, roughly 50% having fun, and now 80% deaf having fun. Okay, I love that. I thought it was really fun. It wasn't like super memorable, but I had a really fun time. Goose really liked it as well. That's my cat. Had a very productive first week for the readathon, but week 2 is off to a floppish start. I've tried reading like 3 different books during these sprints. Do you think it's like, are you reading too similar genre-wise, or is it just like one of those days where nothing's sticking? Because that happens to me a lot. It's my mixed media elements. Ooh, that's fun. Reading my arc of Crimson Crown by Heather Walter, and it's giving me the same gay love that Malice gave me, and I'm winning. That's exciting. I have Malice. I actually have that duology on my shelf over there. I've been meaning to read it because of Monty, actually. Sounds amazing. Still liking it. Thank you for the birthday wishes, bestie. Of course. Erin is reading The Raven King, the second book of the Foxhole Court. Yep. The sport gay mafia one. Not to be confused with my girl Maggie.
Is The Raven Boys like homoerotic too?
Probably not as much as this book. But yeah, I mean, there is a queer couple in there.
Oh, okay.
I've had that series on my TBR for a while. Aiden almost got excited. I know earlier she came into the sprints. She was like, I'm not reading The Raven Boys because I almost threw up.
Listen, I am going to read The Raven Boys, The Raven Cycle. When I tell y'all, when it happens, I'll let y'all know. I'll give you a content warning. So don't worry.
I'm actually, like, my anxiety about it has lessened only slightly because of how much you liked Evocations. I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, obviously, you know, not to go in expecting the same thing, but I feel like I was nervous how you would vibe with, like, the atmosphere of the Raven Boys and, like, the sometimes overly written, but I love it, writing style, but I felt like St. Gibson was really giving us that same dynamic. So I'm actually kind of excited, but still nervous. I'm cautiously optimistic, one would say.
Okay.
Did no reading the sprint folded laundry and did my mobility exercises. What are mobility exercises for you? Unless that's too much to share, then you don't have to. Hello, how's it going? Aiden, why are you trying to treat good books instead of joining us in the sport game mafia? That's the real question.
Yeah.
I'm trudging through
foxes now. We're foxes now.
Trudging through the brothers Karamazov, and I have 12 pages left of my section for the day. Are you
Dostoevsky?
Are you gonna read something different, Stephanie, or just that? I'm reading Book of Night by Holly Black. How's that going? I love shrimp too. Exactly. Those who get it, get it.
Y'all like eating sea roaches?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I think I'd give Warbreaker a 3.5. Okay, fair. I wish I liked cooked seafood. I feel like I'm missing out. You really are.
Y'all hate me more and more each day.
You don't like seafood?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I knew that. You seem like someone who would love a just nice, luxurious lobster.
I've never tried lobster, but I genuinely don't like seafood because I don't like the texture and it tastes like water with seasoning on it.
Who doesn't like seasoned water?
I don't like my water seasoned with butter and garlic and herbs.
A little spicy.
I need to watch the reel I just sent you.
Oh, okay. Is it gonna traumatize me?
Maybe.
No. I already see a gigantic ping.
You gotta watch it.
No, I'm not watching it.
You gotta watch it. If you don't watch it, I'm gonna play on the screen. Why does it move like that? You're ruining my favorite animal for me. I mean, if I had a rod, I'd use it for something.
Best show on TV right now is The Bear.
Absolutely not. The Bear can't even sit in the same room as Interview with the Vampire. They're not in the same zip code.
Have you watched The Bear?
I watched one episode and I was like, this is very mediocre.
It gave me anxiety.
Jeremy Allen White is an eyesore for me personally.
Not an eyesore. Ooh. I wonder how many people have said that about me. They like click on my video and they're like, ooh, shrimp cake kind of situation. That sounds delicious. My library uses Libby. What they have cloud.
Libby is like Hoopla is an additional resource for libraries. If you don't know this about Stephanie, right here, she is a librarian. So she's pretty hit to like the library, offering. So I would still check because all you have to do, like, the Hoopla is a separate app and you sign in with your library card. She's not gonna hit you with the credentials and the Masters in Library Science, but I got her.
Goose for president.
It would be a riot.
Goose and I tussled this morning, so I don't think so.
Blood was spilled, okay?
Mm-hmm. And I want to read it so bad. Summer Weenie. Where the hell has Monty been? I don't know.
I like Io as a person. I don't know if I like her as an actress, so maybe I'll give it another shot. But also, I'm not the biggest fan of like shows masquerading as comedies that aren't really that funny.
I don't know what.
But I mean, I feel like people make that arguing all the time when it comes to like award season. They're like, The Bear isn't a comedy, and so it kind of clears in the comedy category, but it's like it's not a funny designed to be a funny show. I haven't, seen all the episodes, so couldn't tell you, but that's what the streets say. But that happens at the Oscars a lot too, where it's like comedy or musical. What? Why do you put these two things together?
I am like, despite living in Southern California and like being close to all of the acting and stuff, I still don't care about TV and movies. I want to, but I just rewatch the same like 5 things over and over and over again. And I'm happy. I'm happy about it. Might just be one of those days. It happens to me a lot. But I hope that it's just like today it's a Monday, and then tomorrow you're off to a better start. Raven Boys is an option for one of my tarot prompts. Oh my god. Elizabeth, I don't know if you will like it, but I really want you to. Little support circle. It's gonna be us holding hands. Did I ever tell you I saw Maggie's signature on one author wall in my bookstore, and I was like, girl, wait, what's that? And my boss was like, oh, she visited once in 2020. When did you start working there? I can't believe you missed that either. I called shrimp teeth. I'm about 100 pages in, and I'm liking it. That's good. You also don't like seafood. That's all right. I love shrimp so much, but I could have sworn you told me you hated seafood. Maybe what the story is that I didn't start eating seafood until I was an adult because my mama, my grandmother who basically raised me, hated seafood. Like if anything had a touch of fishiness to it, she was like, absolutely not. So I didn't really have seafood growing up. And so I think I just thought that I also didn't like it. But then when Jared and I started dating, he's Cajun. So like crawfish, everything, shrimp, seafood all the time. He introduced me into seafood. And then I went to Louisiana and had like crawfish and stuff. And I've loved it so much ever since. My partner hates seafood. I miss eating it. Yeah, that would be tough. That would be tough. Aiden, I'm with you. I can't do cooked seafood, only sushi. Oh, I actually hate raw seafood because of the texture. But like, whatever. It's fine. Don't particularly like boiled shrimp, but fried and grilled shrimp with lime? Heaven. I do love a grilled shrimp moment. Seafood tastes like butter with seasoning. Just like Aaron. I would tear up some sushi.
Like, I'm sorry. One of my issues with seafood is I like my animals to look dead. I want them to be very divorced from their animal shape and form, If I have to literally peel the feces out, that's why I don't eat chitlins. It's enough for me. If I have to use a tool to crack open the shell, break the knuckle, and then suck the meat out, that's too much for me.
You don't have to suck the meat out of anything, to be honest.
I'm just saying, like the animal looked like how it looked in the wild. Imagine if I gave you a roasted chicken and it looked like how it looked on the farm, and I just took the chicken and just killed it and gave it to you. Like that's to me what
do you eat turkey on Thanksgiving, like a big old turkey?
Not really. We're Black, so
I didn't grow up eating turkey like that. We had,
but also the turkey, its head is gone, the skin is plucked, it's naked. It looks very different. Seafood looks like how it looked in the ocean. I remember when I was in Asia and we would go to the grocery store and they still had the fish alive in there swimming around.
Yeah. Well, I'm not chopping the head off of a fish and making it. You know what I mean?
And like crab, they are alive still. Because if you cook, you can't kill them. I don't want. You seen videos of crabs literally fighting back, getting cooked.
Well, I'm not.
They're escaping from the bag.
Yeah, well, I'm not cooking it, so like, you know. I'm surprised because you love flesh, as you would say.
Exactly. I like flesh. And seafood is so much work for not enough flesh. You know how much meat is on a chicken? A lot.
Mm.
You know how much meat is on a pig? Paying premium prices.
Oh my god. The bear also gives me anxiety. The first episode that I watched, I immediately had anxiety, and I was like, I don't think I want to watch this. He eventually kept going, and now he's upset. Also found a week ago that Jeremy Allen White and Aaron Taylor Johnson were different people. This is like me.
See that, and I'll raise you. I thought Aaron Taylor Johnson and Anya Taylor Joy were the same person. Because I'm like, what the fuck is up with these names? And I had never seen them in the same room.
This is like me watching Bridgerton, and I can't tell any of those men apart. And they're all in the same room, and I'm like,
when you get to season 2, you'll be able to tell them apart. Especially Anthony, because they all start looking different.
I think you and I have very different tastes in all aspects of life. I had to empty an entire drawer and spray it down. The Bears drama comic. Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier.
I mean, a fit man is gonna look nice in underwear usually, but I just do not look at Jeremy Allen White and think, "Wow, I would want to take him for a ride," you know, or like.
You didn't watch Dexter, right?
Mm-mm.
Because how do you feel about that actor?
I don't know him.
He's such
like my white man that look one of two ways, like a twink or like a Viking. Or a vampire. That also works for me.
I was so confused. I thought she was yelling at Aiden about something. No, stop that. Stuck the nook. Sorry. Listen, not too much on seafood, okay? Had a rotisserie
like,
chicken.
why you have to use a fucking knuckle cracker or do it with your teeth and risk breaking your teeth?
You know what I think about sometimes is that people eat like eyeballs and stuff.
Yeah, that's part of culture. Apparently, it's good luck.
I know, but I couldn't do it.
I remember being served whole fish, and I'm like, I can't eat this. This is the fish is looking at me. It's too.
As the book says, the eyes are the best part, but I feel like I would struggle. But I'm also a texture phobe, so like a lot of foods are hard for me. For me personally, if I couldn't kill the animal myself, I don't think I should be eating it. It just feels disrespectful otherwise.
Oh, my family's from the South. We had a farm. I could rig a chicken. I could literally go kill a chicken for you, pluck its skin and gut it, all that. I don't have a problem with killing animals, which I mean maybe sound crazy and out of context, but I don't like on my plate. I want my plate to look like food, not like an animal.
Sorry, I won't say no to seafood.
Like a cow. A steak doesn't look like a cow. I don't want a cow on my plate.
Danny said, I hate this combo. I'm dying it. I wouldn't say no to a seafood boy.
Okay, you know what? Let me chill. We're in public and we got strangers in the chat. Let me relax.
As a child, my parents would bring home live lobsters. Oh, yeah. I don't think I would be able to well, I don't really anyway, I don't like making most types of, I only really cook chicken at home is the thing.
What are those names? I know who Aaron is. I thought he was a girl. But I don't know the other person.
Huh?
That last message. It was like two actors, I assume.
Oh, I just glaze over because I don't know actors' names. Sorry. Timmy looked at me with those eyes. I don't know if this is good or
I would
bad.
call the cops. That's about Jeremy Allen White. I would call the authorities.
Matthew Z. Hall is beautiful. See, like so many people have like visceral reactions to him where it's like they either love him and think he's like the most beautiful man, or they
Let
think
me
he's
Google this man. Hold on.
Timmy run.
Oh yeah, love me some Timmy. He looked like he got iron deficiency, and I love that.
Aaron, we're in public. I like my white
This
man.
man looks like a serial killer for sure.
That's why he was Dexter.
Born to play that role.
He also was one of the main characters in 6 Feet Under. Sorry, what is a twink? LMAO. Ask you for
A twink is a man that is relatively
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, he's slight. He's usually pretty thin. He has a lot of feminine like features, like bone structure. He looks delicate, like a strong wind. Like take him away.
Ask you for really took me out.
I do like those too.
Slutty
Gladiator. Mm-hmm.
Why did it change to Matthew? It's Michael.
Like I wouldn't want to catch this man in a dark alley. Like I know that would be the end of my life.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I just kept going. Caked up ass out. Oh my god.
Also, isn't he short? Hold on, let me see how tall.
The guy from The Bear.
Yeah,
I think so.
he looks short.
That book scarred you? What did you give it, Danny? I'm gonna read it soon.
Me too.
Stop.
5'7" he is. Ooh, you got to be at least 5'9" to ride this ride.
Okay. Not too much on our 5'7" kings, okay?
That Amy said sorry to the tweaks in the chat.
I love that this is happening publicly. Yeah, it's worse not publicly.
See, the problem is we didn't give warnings to them. Like when I had public sprints the last couple of times, I was threatening them before the sprint started.
I did do a little face. I should have threatened, but I did do a little face where I was like, they're public. Yes. Oh my god. What is a twink? I don't actually know the definition of a twink.
I'm not gonna give you the real definition.
Okay. Twunks? Dangling in the wind. That's it. I'm going to bed. But my real catnip is Himbo's Himbims. It doesn't delete on StreamYard. 5'8" final guess. Sorry, I'm so behind. A giant baby. And that was fine. Is Aiden the favorite again? I don't know.
He's worked his way back near my good graces. You know, he read all 3 books and was screaming, crying, throwing up. And I said, "Oh, remember when you was DNFing on home?" Remember that?
Okay. I actually did know this definition, but then when somebody said that that wasn't the definition, but you didn't say bottom. I see. Okay. That's why huh?
Aiden said, assuming he was telling the truth. Aiden will tell a lie.
Okay, we'll start our last sprint at 55 and we'll go for another 40 minutes. Man, that gave me a headache laughing so much. Who would have known? Joy, you know? Joy just takes over.
Aiden! Let me take a picture.
What?
Look at Aiden.
Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna click it. It's concerning.
Listen, short men, I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're great.
Don't even get started. Just shut it down. Shut it down.
I'm sure they're great.
Live in love and peace for our boy Jared, okay?
You know, I know Jared's great, okay?
Well, the thing is like, I guess because I've been with so many women, like height doesn't really mean much to me.
Even the girls I've been with have been tall.
I like
to feel like the girls in the Alley Hazelwood books.
Oh, okay. I get that preference, you know. I think I've been mostly with people that are like similar height to me, / a little bit taller. You did delete it fast enough. My husband is 6'3", but a short king will rock you.
I mean, that's what I do.
Short kings will blow your back out. Alex, did we just become best friends? And it was noise. I'm 5 foot, so everyone, aw.
Money, I didn't know you were that short, but that makes sense.
Either.
I can see that.
Alex, one of us. Same with Morgan. I'm 4'11". I've never been with someone shorter than me.
When I was in high school, I dated a guy that was shorter than me once. He was like really talented. He was like a really talented like violinist. I don't know what the correct word for that is, but anyway, he was like like crazy talented, and I like talent. Being good at something, I like that. You going places. And we went out one time, and I in my real life, like when I'm going, I always wear heels. Like in my private life, like one of my like social media handles is like 6-inch something because like every day to class I would wear heels. Like it was just a thing. And so I'm always, when I go out, I always have like a 4 or 5-inch heel on. And I'm 5'4", so I'm like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10" in the heels. And he was shorter than me, so obviously he's not wearing heels, so he's still shorter than me. And he asked me if I could take my shoes off. And that was all she wrote for short men. Unless you can stand on your wallet and it's a significant height difference, it's a wrap for me.
Well, see, that's the thing is that like I feel like Jared's not someone who cares about that. So like if I wanted to wear heels, he'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Step on me. I'm a mid 5'6", so I'm average. Just like everything else in life. Stop it. God, I hope so. I'm so glad. You're here. Like if I listen to people, I simp for you've got golden retriever personalities, people who should get life in prison and wiggle in between that spectrum. What a spectrum. That's It's all about the
Morgan.
When I worked at a strip club, one of my coworkers took me saying her and her one of the owners.
Shrimp for.
I politely declined. How did you politely decline? I want to know, like, how you politely declined that. If you listen,
What a time to come into the chat.
Hello, how's it going? The public is chaotic too. Oh my god, we missed the 55. We'll just start on the hour. I'm sorry.
Not Ellie will set us back 50 years.
6 foot giants with no personality. I haven't read an Allie Hazelwood like contemporary. I just read Bride. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. Was she small?
Nah, she was like me because she was a vampire though, so you know they're not dainty.
I think a vampire could be dainty. You know, Alice from Twilight.
But she was born a vampire, so I feel like they would be bigger.
Oh right, it's like yeah.
But usually, Allie Hazelwood has like Polly Pocket girls and men built like a fridge. Direct quote from text.
It would seem. Oh, that's not the craziest story of the book. That would be the attempted homicide. Morgan, you're not at that club anymore, right? We called him Trivia Man because he would always try to pick out the smartest dancers working and try to convince them to go to trivia night with him. This is so upsetting.
Of all the scams, this is very creative.
Did they get caught? I'm assuming yes, right? Goose is upset. Goose said this is upsetting. She wasn't dainty, yet the shifter towered over her.
I like a man to tower over me. You gotta be good for something. Look intimidating.
Change my color back. I haven't worked there in years. Okay, amazing. The new Allie Hazelwood book has a tall female main character, but also a super tall man. Sorry, but also not so much. About taking a step forward because twisting an ankle and flopping 30 feet back. Discount Riddler. Please. Okay, we're gonna read now. Random trivia test. You're just trying to shake your ass.
What was the spark that started World War II? Tell me.
Who killed Abraham Lincoln? Oh my god.
And you would be the muscle.
Okay. See y'all in 40 minutes. Welcome back, friends. I hope that you had a good reading sprint. Let me know how you did. Also, I did just see someone ask if this was the last sprint. It was the last sprint.
The sprint's be ending too early when I'm reading.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
Go do Leo. Hello, how are ya? Have a good night, Stephanie. I'm sure you're already gone, but have a good night. So fucked if I think I'm in love. Time to read this animal tarot guidebook that I've been meaning to read for months. Perfect for the major arcana. That's so true. Just did 2 miles on the walking pad and watched an episode of The Office. It's very productive. Took in everything shower. Incredible. How was your sprint, Erin?
It was really good. There, I put a screenshot in the chat, in the TBR chat in my Discord.
Yeah.
Andrew is giving Short King's rights. Like, he is so crazy. Like, I need you to stop. I can entertain the people. I need you to go read what I put in the chat. I need you to go read both slides. Thanks.
Okay.
A magical sunflower is getting ready for work. Fire whiskey reader. I think that's Elizabeth, right?
Yeah. No.
Isabel.
Nope. Jenica.
Is old?
Huh?
What are you saying?
I said Jenica.
Oh, okay. Jenica has 6 pages left of Glow is Everflame. Amazing. Hope you like it. You're probably going straight into Heat because Glow is really that girl. Ronika is 39% to Lady of Darkness. I love it. I love it. I love it. Vera is so silly. Like, she is so silly. When she tells those boys, when she's like trying to figure out their zodiac sign, and she's like, you know, just because I think you're a murderer, don't think I think you're not a good boy. You're so cute. Y'all should date. Like, what?
Wait, there's 5 in this series?
3, and then there's the first book in the spinoff series that follows a different character.
Got it. Where'd you tag it again?
I put it in the TBR and current read channel.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Reading Leather and Lark. I want to read that soon. Read 34 pages of Claustrophilia. It's unhinged. With a name like that, it's gotta be. Jenica, got it. Alex has 20 pages left in Juniper and Thorn. I definitely need Heat immediately. Listen, you finally get some spice in Heat if you're looking forward to that. You finally get a little heat. It's aptly named. Sleep and I have broken up over this book. Listen, when I started Lady Doctor series, I couldn't put it down. I literally was like risking missing my flight, not packing my bag to go out of the country, trying to read that book so hard.
That's such a fun time. Such a fun time. Look at me remembering things. 20 pages left. That's amazing.
You've been doing the reading.
But you know what's so frustrating, Jenica, is that we don't have the last one.
It was supposed to be March, then it was supposed to be June 1st, and then it was supposed to be July 1st, and now it's July 31st.
Well, but she said that doesn't even.
Yeah, it could be earlier or later. It definitely won't be earlier, Missy.
No.
But also, I'm like, why wouldn't you just take the Claire Sager approach? Because you're just so worried about missing the pre-orders. But people can sign up to pre-order again. Like Claire Sager's like, I don't know when I'm just pushing to December because I know I can do that rather than nickel and dime you every month, which really.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, it was supposed to be. You're not wrong. You aren't wrong. It was supposed to be. And then, well, I guess I wasn't reading it. How long ago did she push it back the first time?
It was originally June 1st, and then like halfway through May, I think she pushed it back to July 1st, and then like halfway through June, she pushed it back to July 31st.
Okay.
I mean, we'll know one way or the other next week if it's coming out or not, because you'll get the arc.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, you can actually sign up for. Well, I don't know if she's still. I don't know if she's still letting people sign up for the. I'll have to look into it actually, because I don't. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I don't think she was doing it for a long time, but she was just kind of accepting anybody into the ARC team. But I don't know how long that'll be.
But yeah, she said she usually sends out arcs 2 weeks before the book comes out. So Stephanie will be our advance notice. When Stephanie says it's in her inbox, we know it's happening.
We know it's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Work is intense. That sucks.
You might have to like stop in the middle of a chapter, because Melissa does this thing where she likes to end chapters on like mini cliffhangers, and that propels you into the next chapter. But if you're trying to go to bed, you're never going to go to bed if you read to the end of the chapter. So you got to like stop halfway through so that you can go to the. I'm reading The Raven King, the second book in the Foxhole Court series.
Yes. Yeah, I'll keep you updated, but I'll also check into the ARC thing, because I'm just thinking now that she put a time limit on it, but I'm not 100% sure.
Listen, when Andrew just tilted his chin up and was like, it's he's so crazy, but I'm very in love. Like, something was wrong with me. But anyway.
This is so cute. Oh my God.
It's very serious. Also, Ronika, I don't know if you like audiobooks, but the audiobooks for the first 4 are on Hoopla. So maybe while you're doing some work, I don't know what type of work you do, but maybe while you're doing some work, you can be able to listen to it. That way you don't have to, exhaust yourself every night trying to read.
I'm now curious if they've ever put the newest one on there. Because did I tell you they put the second one in the Reign of Shadow and Endings?
Mm-hmm.
Randomly, but not the first one.
Which is weird, but it's good that they're not Audible exclusive. I feel like most indie author audiobooks are Audible exclusives.
That's true, actually. Hoopla actually has like a good handful of the indie.
Oh, I've seen a lot of good things about The Haunting of Belkwood. The girls that when they read it seem to really like it. Is that one that's on your radar?
Yeah, because not only did Kayla give it 5 stars, Lori loved it. I think Liv in my Discord, she was loving it or loved it as well. So I'm like, ooh, this seems like something I would really like.
You know what? I think I might want to read The Har. Everyone I've seen read giving it 5 stars.
Yeah, that too.
I was watching Gabby's vlog today, and she was like, low-key, I feel like I'm about to cry. And I'm like, maybe I need that in my life,
Maybe you do. I mean, it's so funny because the cover does not give "you're gonna cry."
Right?
You read it too, Moni?
On KU? Hold on. Not that I don't believe myself.
I believe in Andrew Minyard's supremacy. Can't wait until you get to the Kingsman.
It is on KU.
I really liked it. I've read from Gwendolyn Keist, is that how you say it? Before, and will continue to do so. Oh, it's on Everand. I deleted my Everand.
Oh, that's the same author that wrote, what is it, Immortal Pleasures?
Who, the author? This author? You're frozen. Oh, we lost her. Let me just look it up. Oh, by V. Castro? That's who wrote it. Immortal Pleasures. Yeah, no clue what the horror is about, but I want to read it. Jenny's really leaning into her horror era. Cool question. If I read House of Leaves, do you suggest I get the physical, or do you think I could read on ebook? Oh, you'll probably need to read the physical. I haven't read it, but based on the structure of the book and what I've seen, you'll probably need to read it physically. Yeah, and Rust Maiden. Window XP strikes again. Oh my gosh, hello, Erica. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to meet you. Unfortunately, we did just finish our last sprint, but oops. Trying to fix that. But I will have sprints again in the future for the tarot readathon. I hope you're having a nice night. What are you reading? Okay, ladies, I got a shower phone. Okay, Moni, good night. Erin said her internet just gave up. I don't think there's an ebook for House of Leaves. Oh yeah, I never even thought about that. Now I'm curious. Yeah, there's no ebook option. I mean, I get it though, because from what I've seen, I don't know how you would be able to read it. My internet said it's enough. I think her other book is The Immortals. Okay. Have I seen this? Oh no, it's the wrong one. Okay. I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm gonna have to check it out. Good night, pals. All right, reading The Assassin's Blade. Reading it first before Throne of That. Good. But anyway, thanks for coming, Erica. Also, thanks everyone for joining these very chaotic sprints. Thanks for reading. I hope you got a lot of reading done. Hopefully, I'll do a few more sprints within the month as well. And Christine will probably join me since we're on the same team. There also is going to be sprints happening pretty much all week. If you check the Discord, there's a sprints breakdown, and most people like tag when the sprints are about to happen. Also, make sure to check out all of the hosts below. I did tag them. I will also tag Erin in there as well, so you can go follow Erin. And thanks for this really fun night. I'm glad I got to hang out with y'all. See you later.